Hello everybody, how are we all doing? It is good to be back. So my plan of attack at the start of this match is try and mug some of these massive fish that are just underneath the surface. I've drawn peg 5, which is at the end of a strait, and it's like an island for the anglers on the opposite side of the pond. So there's a lot of fish that are cruising up and down here, because it's like a little channel. And because they are cruising, I know they're not particularly looking to feed, so I don't need to catapult any bait out. I am literally just going to throw this water waggler in front of them and see if they take it without feeding any bait whatsoever. Fish on. They did not feed a thing. So what's happened is I've thrown it out initially to a couple of fish. They've ignored it. Seen some more fish coming towards it. Pulled it forward a feet or two. And a fish has took it. Easy, easy fishing. You can hear that reel screaming out. I'm on a 12-foot carp wagler rod. Proper piece of kit, made for the job. And I'm glad I've brought it today because there's lots to read about. There's also a rope, a couple of pegs to my right. And if you've got anything too soft, they'd be able to bully me. There's some big fish in here. Now I've tried to really limit the amount of editing that I did on this video because I wanted to really showcase how this method works, what kind of fish you can expect to catch here. They are absolutely huge, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. Now with this being an evening match, it is only a 3-hour match. So if I can target the big fish that are cruising about, that's going to give me a real good chance of winning this match. You will also see that when I chuck it in, I don't really leave it in any longer than 6 or 7 seconds. Because if they're going to take it, they usually take it straight away. And there we go, you saw it in that slow motion, you saw the plop of the waggler, and within 2 seconds it has gone. That's another reason why this method is so good. It's just fast action, big fish, and if you can catch for more than an hour at this, you could potentially win your match in an hour, because you are targeting the very biggest fish. So if it's not something you've ever done before, give it a go. It's a little water waggler. You can do it with any waggler. I use the water ones. They don't dive as deep and they make a much nicer plop sound, to be honest. It's not spooking the fish. As you can see, the fish are taking it straight away, and it is absolutely just a devastating method. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a thumbs up. It really does make a difference to all of my videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, why not? It is completely free and I don't want you to miss any of my future videos. Thank you.
Good fish.
You've just heard me say it there. That's a good fish. That's an epic fish. And one little chuck out in front of it has produced that, a double figure carp.
What are we doing here?
That easy.
A big mouth on you, ain't you, pal?
So you do have to be patient with this method. That's like the third chuck I've had with no reply, and they have all gone in front of fish. They're not always going to take it, but there will be one that does.
Perfect shot, that.
Fish on. So what I'm trying to do is establish control of this fish. That's why I'm immediately hitting them and pulling right as hard as I can, because they are huge fish in here and there is so many reeds that they can get into, and they love nothing better than breaking you off in reeds. Like I said, I've got the rope to the right, you can just see it, that's where the aerator is. So I need to make sure that they don't start wandering over there as well. So it is important to establish a charge, basically, let them know who's boss, kind of thing. So I've got complete control over this fish.
Oh, that one's you want.
So that is another double figure carp, and you saw me strike into it, reel it in and net it without any editing whatsoever. That's a really quick £10 plus.
Go on, pal. Perfect. There we go.
So you heard me there say perfect. As soon as that waggler landed, I knew I'd got a fish. Put it straight on its nose and it snatched it instantly.
Might be foul up this one.
It turns out it's not foul hooked, it's just an immense fighting fish. If you've never fished here before, hold on. That is definitely the advice I'm going to give you. Everything is big, brutal and intense. In a lot of areas here it's not that deep, so they tend to go out really quickly instead of down, because there's not really much down to go into. So it's proper like hold on stuff.
He's not foul up, it's a good fish.
This carp does not want to give up. And you know, this is part of the fun. I love battling with fish. That's why I've done it for so many years. If you can't enjoy these moments, it's not for you. And the battle continues. I mean, I'm really putting it on this fish. Like I said, this is a carp waggler rod. I mean, it's designed for big fish. It's just got a lot of power and determination. What a fish. So the guy you could see to the right there, that's Sam. He's had 2 carp on while I've been playing this one fish. And it's not like I'm trying to teach this fish how to swim, it just will not stop pulling. Like I said, I've done very little editing. I want you to enjoy these moments. It's not often I do a video with a wagler or whatever. I do use these in nearly every match. I just don't particularly show them in my videos, but thought I'd treat you all today.
Can't get it in freaking net. It's too long for net. Oh, that's a big fish. Good lad, what's a banger.
So as you can see, it is in the mouth. It's just a really big fish. You got to respect that. They're not going to come in 1 minute.
Absolute banger.
What a fight. So I'm just feeding up my left margin. Because the light is going a bit, it's getting tougher to see the fish that are cruising about. So I know the mugging is going to soon stop. So I'm just prepping that for when it's time to go down the edge.
Perfect shot, come on. Gotta be on there. Got ya.
So again, you heard me shout it. Perfect shot. Gotta be on. Wallop. Fish on. A guy who told me, you know, the ins and outs of this mugging, basically said just throw it like you're trying to hit the fish. Because if you do that, you're going to be accurate enough to get a bite. And that's exactly what I did. And I have to say, brilliant advice. That was Gary Brooks, shallow fishing magician. Great advice once again. Thanks for that, Gary. Yeah, so that's the advice I'm going to give you. Throw it at them like you're trying to hit them. And this is what you can expect.
That is a big fish. Oh. Okay, pal. Good fish. Banger.
It's time to have a look down that left margin. I'm on a 0.3 teen-up margin flow. It takes 4 number 8s. I'm going on a 0.20 hook link with a 12 NWG hook. Super strong hook. It's not going to get straightened. I trust everything about this setup. Like I said, the big fish and they're even bigger in the margins. So I need something that can handle all of that, and that's this.
Come on, the fishes.
The good old come on the fishes classic never fails. Nobody, and I mean nobody, likes to see that. Time to refeed. This time I've dropped the bait from a high. I want that noise factor and I want to really draw in those big fish. Get them to come down this margin where I put all that bait and see if we can get one on. Fish on. Now I'm on grey hydro. Trust it. I've got lots of space. No one's too close to me. These fish can go wherever they like. And I know I can just reel them back in. Just keep pulling on that puller. It's a beautiful elastic. They're not going to rip off too easily. They're not going to go ballistic too much. And hopefully it won't put too much hammer on my fishing pole and me. Because like I said, they're really big fish. When you see me pulling the pole up towards the space station, what that is about is redirection. So if you get a fish going a little bit ballistic, just pull the pole up. The fish gets a little bit confused, don't know what's going on, and tend to turn back round towards you. So good tip, give it a go. Sorry about the odd sniffle and deep breathing. It's hay fever, yeah. Kinda suffering in this match. So I hope you appreciate this. And that is another absolute banger. Exactly what I expect to catch in the margin at Kiveton waters. especially on roses.
Give me a
These
break,
things
pal.
you could put a saddle on. I mean, and they do get more ridiculous than this. There's quite a few fishing here over £20, and that's a stocky compared to them. But on the gear I'm on, with that elastic, I'm more than happy to catch them that margin. That's perfect. So I'm refeeding now. I know that from previous matches I've had here, these are very hungry fish. So again, from a high, tipping those 4mm pellets in. I want to make a load of racket, draw them fish in. Fish on. I just love it when a plan comes together. So I've had the big dogs up in the water with the water waggler, and now I'm getting some big dogs down the margin. Remember, these are only 3-hour matches, and there is a lot of little carp in here as well. So I'm totally living the dream right now.
You little git. Swam back out.
So that is the second carp in this match that has done that to me. So prepare yourself for that as well. They're very good at it.
It's a good fish, that one, good.
You can see the double worm attached to the side of that fish's face. He proper wanted them. Simply lovely. And there we have it. I've only gone and won it. £83 and 9 ounces. I had 8 carp for £83.9. What a night's fishing. Shipman's done pretty well. He got second place. Always a really tough angler to beat. There's some awesome anglers in this match, so I'm really happy with that win tonight. I very rarely fish here, so to turn up, do something a bit different, and get a win, I'm really happy with that. There's more, he says? Oh, I've gone the week after, the following Wednesday night, and I've done the exact same thing. Water waggler, had some big dogs in the first hour, probably did £60, and I've won that match too. £79, 10 ounces. So I've had £19 at 13 metres, shallow fishing with an 8mm pellet, pinging 4s, and the first £60 I caught just throwing out a waggler, not feeding anything. Again, some top quality anglers, so another great win. Probably my last evening match there now, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I am here in a couple of weeks' time for a Guru qualifier, So fingers crossed I get a little bit of luck with that draw, and who knows. As always, I want to say a big thank you to my international fans and the Netherlands. I've done it again. They are ever consistent, thank you. And the ladies, 7.6%. I don't think it's going to be long before we hit that 10%. Thank you so much. If you would like to use any of the floats that you see in any of my videos, go onto Facebook, like this page, I'll approve it. £1.35 per float, we post daily. Go and grab yourself a bargain. And that is it for another video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. I didn't enjoy the hay fever that much, but I enjoyed making it. And keep your eyes out because I'm going to be making more content, especially now the summer is here. So yeah, keep coming back, keep liking, keep subscribing. And until next time, tight lines and sithy.
Up the T-Nooks.